So the question for today is, and this is for only for those who are seeking a comprehensive, collective impact strategy, is how do you know that your strategy is effective or how effective your strategy is? So that's the question for today. In business, from a strategic perspective, we've all done it. We've gone to the boardrooms, we've sat there with our colleagues, and we talked about strategy. We've developed a SWOT, and sometimes even prior to then, we had a team develop a pest analysis to kind of look at the full landscape. But in essence, we sit there, but then we overlook strategy, even though that's what our focus should actually be. And in saying that, there are some questions that should be asked in reference to strategy and developing it. So the first question is, can each one of these goals be achieved through actual communication? Because if they can't be communicated, then, how effective will that strategy be? How effective could we cascade it? So what's the communication plan? So the next question is there data or can data be used to target the audience preferences? And is there a way to capture the voice of the customer? What's that process, to ensure that our strategy is in line with proper thinking? The next question is, are there key performance indicators for each goal and are they measurable? And is this something that can be tracked? Is it something that we can look at on a weekly basis to see if we're closing those gaps, if we're moving the needle, if we're making a difference? If not, then that strategy or that initiative linked to that KPI is really not a strategy. So is content developed on a life cycle to maintain relevance? And when I say that, it's more of what are we doing to constantly put the messaging, the strategy, not only to our employees, but also to our end users, the people that we serve, our customers. And is it relevant? Is it in season? And is the content that is developed on a life cycle, is there a mechanism to update it? Is there a process? And then is there an actual measure of effectiveness at the end of the year or mid-year for each one of these strategies? So how will metrics and feedback be, how will they refine the strategy? Are we properly using the information that we have? And then who all needs to be involved? Who all needs to be engaged? So that's where our RACI comes in. So in addition to looking at strategy and looking at all these different aspects, we still need to ask ourselves these questions to know. Always best to know that you are being effective.